Hello everyone, welcome back for day 4 of The Pale Beyond. We are on week 14. If you haven't seen the previous weeks, I did have a playlist added into the description, so if you want to check out the whole story, it's right there in the description. We're going to pick up right now. We're about, I'm going to say we're like halfway through the game, but it's starting to speed up now. So that's kind of cool. It's the pacing is picking up now. It's minus 34 degrees. We have many people freezing their butts off. That's what's happening. And things are getting a little bit iffy. We had someone die already. That has happened. Our first death. We're looking like we're running a little low on food as well. Kurt. I feel like Kurt's gonna get pissed off at us soon. You know, Richard, I much prefer a hearty dinner of wild game to what we had before. Never could stomach those tinned rations. Least of all, we had all the peaches. That's so. We found out that we're being like, it's a peach company paying for this expedition. I admit, I might be a little biased. Where I'm from, you could get fresh peaches by the bundle, right off the tree. Bite into one of those, and it takes me right back to my childhood. Yes, peaches, a native to your home island, as I understand. Apperton, that's the company. That's the peach company. Didn't quite do the flavor justice when they decided you all should have them. It's all too processed, I say. Well, concessions have to be made in order to encourage further production. Are you sure there is issue with the flavor, or do you simply prefer to live off the land? You know, it may just be that. I admit there's certain satisfaction in gathering your meal yourself. It's how we all did it hundreds of years back. Thankfully, those days are long behind us. Anyway, I must attend to today's request. That's down here. We'll do that once we get a couple of these things knocked out. Nutley, I still don't know about this doctor. He's kind of weird. This one wandered into my tent this morning. Come along, Pascal. Oh, this is a dog. Don't bother the doctor. Did he get into your stores by any chance? No, he just woke me up from my sleeping bag. He was licking my face. Friendly one. No need to be frightened, doctor. I'm not. Of course. This Hammond? He's what's keeping us alive. Morning, Captain. I think I'm gonna miss the summer when it leaves us. So it's still summertime, and it's minus 34 degrees Celsius. Never took you for a summer, man. I'm not. Winter means colder. Colder means having to waste more fuel on this bloody thing. I'm hoping that we can get by with like even half of our people by the end of this. Not looking forward to that, let me tell you. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll take our requests. See what happens. Hey, Hell Ranger. Just getting back into this. It was my daughter's birthday yesterday, so we had a little party for her, and I was excited to get back into this and see if we can, how far in we can get. Maybe we can get to week 20 during this stream. That's the hope. Hope you're doing well, too. Kurt and Hammond. I'm telling you, you're jumping the gun here. I'm telling you, you're out of your bloody mind. Gentlemen, what seems to be the issue here? Apologies for bursting in like this, but winter's on its way. We need to hunker down as soon as possible. It's freezing out. Like, it's even cold for me. If you want to survive the cold, minus 34 now, Celsius. So it's cold. We'll want the camp to be set up for the winter in 2 weeks. Good idea. Do you disagree with this, Kurt? You want protection from the elements? I understand, but I know just how long the winter can last. If we haven't stockpiled enough food, we'll starve to death, waiting for weather to clear. Yeah, I feel like we should be moving. Yeah, minus 34 in the game. So you would suggest a longer hunting period? Much longer, 5 weeks if we can. 5 bloody weeks? Winter will have hit by then. Are you mad? We have enough to live off. 2 weeks is all we need. Oh boy. This is a tough decision, isn't it? I'm sorry, have you been on the ice before? You talk like you have. Don't need experience to have common bloody sense, do I? We already know there's a leopard seal in the area, not far from here. Do you know how long we could feed the crew on that? Was that what this is about? You're after that beast? And calm down. There's no need to turn this agreement, this agreement personal. This is not an agreement. Hammond's right? Ooh, I don't know. I feel like we need. I feel like Kurt's right. Kurt's right. I agree with Kurt. Hamilton can be mad all he wants, I guess. Then when the season ends, we'll be ripped apart. Think it through. Mr. Hammond, that is enough. The decision has been made. We need to have food. I got no food. Trust the captain's choice. Perhaps 2 weeks from now, circumstances will change. Yeah, things might change on us. We will see. Now, if you'll both carry on with your work. Fine. Okay, I trust you, Captain. Alright, Mr. Zach. Captain, a suggestion. The ice at this camp seems... Is this the guy with the gun? Seems stable enough that we could conceivably drill a hole through it? For what purpose? Fishing? Duh. Of course we're gonna fish. I understand the crew are quite adept at the pastime, and it would prove a pathway to gather more food. I think we do that, 100%. We got people freezing to death. This is not ideal. We only need one person on it? Wait. Do I need 3 people on? I need to put 3 on? Well, we're putting 3 on. That made Templeton happy. Direct them to their duties. Perhaps we'll catch something worth our while, or we'll have someone get eaten by that seal. Finish requests. We'll see. The earlier debate between Mr. Hammond and Mr. Darling was quite worrying. Our navigator and our engineer are at odds. A divide will form amongst the crew. We're both reasonable men. It won't come to that. Hammond and Kurt should learn to respect my authority. I think this is fair. They should. They'll figure it out. We can only hope. This crew is like the body. Each organ must be working in tandem if we are to survive. All right. The weeks are going by faster, so I'm really enjoying that. Like, of course, the first stream that we did of this, it was like 2 hours of just like building up. Warm one today, relatively speaking. Warm, minus 34. I never understood how we could grow so used to the cold. Can't even handle a proper summer back home these days. Horror. An island summer might be just what I need when this is done. The runt. So this is as warm as it gets down here. Still cold, isn't it? You think you're cold? Wait until you have old bones like mine. I hope I'm not still stuck here when I'm old. Alright, now we got some jobs to do. Nobody's demoralized, so we don't really need to worry about that. But we do need to throw a couple people in the med bay. We got some people with frostbite. And if we don't deal with that, they're gonna be toast. Frostbite. Our engineers. Okay. Command to rest. Let's instantly cure them. Yeah. There. Now we got nobody with frostbite this week. Ask the scientists to cook something up. I think we should. Confirm. Nope. Nothing else I can do there. You got nothing for me. Okay, now. Anything in the kennels? Nothing in the kennels. We should probably do this. Alright, so we have to do scouting this week. And we're so close to, like, act like... That's where the Viscount ended, was over here. We're close now. Let's do a little bit of scouting. We can send out 2 sets of scouts, and hopefully we find some food. No research. That's I don't need research. Okay, this looks promising. This looks good. Now we're gonna send these guys out. They're likely all gonna come. They're all gonna end up with frostbite, but there's nothing I can do. We've got to do it. Getting some crab eater seals. That actually looks like a pretty good haul. They're all gonna end up with frostbite. I can't help it. If people die, well, we'll figure it out. Do I have anybody? I don't have the crew to really send for this. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, we're good there, good there. Feed the hoosh pot. We got lots of food now. Now this guy's also good for the furnace. That's the thing, right? You can put this in the furnace and it actually cures freezing, which could be good. I think we throw some penguins in there. That's enough for now. That's gonna leave us at absolutely 0 for the next week, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. Now I'm gonna feed the furnace. And I'm thinking, and we've got these flares. I'm thinking I should do this and cure a couple people of freezing with this, although that's a ton of food. You know what? The 18 food is a lot of food to pass up on, and I'm struggling there. I shouldn't have put the doctors in there. I forgot that I had one of these still, so we don't need to do it after this week. We'll have 2 of these. Do one of those. And if I do both of these in there, I don't need both. I feel like I shouldn't. Not this week. Well, actually, maybe I should. We're gonna be in trouble no matter what. Do 1. Ugh. Yeah, that gets one person's freezing down. All right. Leave. Have some dinner. Stories are traded. This is gonna be interesting. This guy's so mad. He's so mad. I've been thinking, Shaw. This expedition is indeed the end of the line for Kurt Darling. I wonder how they'll speak of me when I fail to return. What will the newspaper say? Wouldn't worry about the newspaper clippings. Don't lose faith. They'll herald your return. Yes, he loves me. Suppose I should think the same for the crew's sake, at least. Funny, isn't it? No matter what you do in life, you never get to see your own legacy. I was looking at my contract, Captain. Oh boy. After you and Templeton, I'm next in command. That sounds bad. So don't bloody die. I don't want... Oh, okay. I thought maybe he was like gonna hint at like mutiny. Better you than Templeton, I say. Oh, he doesn't want it. You might not like that. Oh, no. Templeton would love it. Let him have the bloody hat. Damn it. I want nothing to do with it. I've lost like 15 loyalty to him today. Can't tend the furnace if me yabbing at you. Alright. See what Grimley's got to say. You notice the sailors are still seated around the campfire listening to it with rapt attention as Grimley plays on his accordion. The same song from last week. More of the crew have since joined in. Ah, give me a break. Smashing the damn thing. Right now. It's over. I'm smashing it. That's it, Grimley. Templeton approached and speaking to you in a hushed tone. Captain, do you hear this? This has gone on long enough, don't you think? Yep, I agree. Your leadership is in question. You have to act. Walk up and smash it. That minus 50. Oh, there goes 20 decorum. That's bad. Without hesitation, you lunge yourself forward and pull the accordion from Grimley's hands. You throw the instrument overhead, plunging it into the snow. You raise your boot and drive your foot into the center of the device. It lets out a sad wheeze, gasping its last. You continue to stomp until Grimly regains his composure, pulling you back and holding you by the scruff of your neck in a fit of rage. What the hells are you doing? You play something like that and expect me not to act? ... You? Grimly goes quiet, as does the crowd. Slowly, they begin to disperse. Templeton gives you a knowing nod as you walk away. I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation? Dude's being a complete dick. Get some rest there, bud. Now what? How are my favorite crew members, Lady Cordell? Tired. They need their rest. I won't disturb them then. You know, you should treat them more often. Oh, I'm thinking about that accordion. That was a mistake. Oh, we're down to 40. That goes to 0, we lose. They receive all the treats they need, I assure you. That goes down to zip, we're done. This guy can kiss my ass, though. Or not this guy. Grimly's been bad the whole time. He's the hardest person to deal with. We got, oh, are you ice fishing? Yes, are you interested? My father would take me ice fishing quite often. I haven't been ice fishing in years, like in real life. I have some experience. Of course, it's a different story on the ice. Feel free to take the... What? Different story on the ice than regular ice fishing? Take the reins, Doctor. Oh, thank you. Perhaps a bit later. Oh, that's alright. Captain, you did the right thing tonight. The sailors may hate you for it now. A display like that... Well, they're not sailors anymore. A display like that, they will respect it come morning. Hope, because I lost 20 decorum for it. Enough time has passed, our benefactor may have realized that a disaster has occurred. I've known our benefactor for quite some time. Rest assured, they will not be giving up on this expedition. It was ill-fated to begin with. They should have seen this coming. Let us hope not. Our hopes ride on their rescue ship. Responsibility on our end lies on surviving long enough to see it. I see the Chiefs got into a bit of a spat with Mr. Darling. Aye. Hammond's brilliant, but he's adamant to make everything harder on him. Not that Darling is any better. Can't believe that from Shaw. Fragile captains like that are all over. It happens. Still a shame. Poor Grimly. Yeah, poor Grimly. He's been a dick the whole time. Yeah, okay, there we go. On to the next week. Let's see, how bad is this going to be for us? I have a feeling I just screwed my whole game with that one accordion smash. One accordion cost me the game. Because no matter what I do here, I'm going to lose some decorum, I think. Right, if I go up to that, am I... Oh, I get plus 30 if I do that? Oh, I think I need to. I think we need to gamble and burn the fuel. If I do this, it goes... Okay, so we can go down to one person malnourished. I have a tin of lemons. What if we do that? Or do I just gamble? Oh, let's just take the 30. Confirm. And we cure one person from freezing. Do this. You know what? Let's do this. Let's ration this out a bit. There, we got our decorum back that we lost. We got 5 crab eater seals. Dogs are rested, available to be sent out. So we're gonna have people with frostbite. We knew this was coming. We'll probably... Someone might die this week even, right? Because I can only heal a couple. And I can't help that. So one of these 3 is likely to die. And it went down 2 more degrees. And week 15. But, like, that's not awful. Only 3 people suffering right now. That's actually... Oh, look at this. Pack of penguins. A small group of emperor penguins have waddled near the camp. You notice Mr. Gloss and Mrs. Gloss studying them closely. Look, dear. Aptenidites. How extraordinary. Astounding. Must be the first sightings of their rookery. Interesting. Well, we should probably eat them. We should probably eat those. Kurt, do I seem afraid of the sled dogs, that is? Well, are you? No. Have you ever owned a dog as a pet? No, my family does own several cats. Har. I'd be more afraid of those clawed beasties before I feared a little pup. Oh, come on now. Cats are nice. Suppose you're right. Cats are where it's at, man. That Kurt doesn't know what he's on about. Lost in his own little world he is. Must think it's still 30 years ago. Oh, there is no daylight anymore. Week 15, we have no, like, actual daylight. Just notice that. It's all dark now. That's our daylight, which is not really bright. Man begged and pleaded to even be here, just to feel important. Don't know what you're listening to him. Suppose that's none of my business. We have no requests? There's no requests this week. Interesting. Well, we're gonna have to go in here. I'm gonna have to decide who gets healed. Who's getting healed up and who's probably dying? I could lose one of these guys. I don't really want to lose... I don't want to lose a scientist, because then we can't make healing meds. So I think that that's super important to heal their frostbite. Who else is sick? Oh, we got two here. Loyal to Junior, loyal to Grimly. Well, guess what, Tashi? You're the one that's going to suffer, and you might die. They can't help you there. And rest. Do I need the crew for this week? Trying to think here. Let's do it. Ask the scientists to cope with medical comforts. Let's actually just wait on that for a moment. We've only got one person that's sick, and he's likely gonna die, but that's, you know... I'm surprised we made it to week 15 with only one death. Anything in here? Nope, the Doges are just happy. They're the happiest crew members of all. Anything going on in here? Oh, there is requests. Okay, well, let's do it. Penguins! An emperor penguin waddles into the tent. Walk. Templeton looks to you confused. Captain? Watches you carefully. What the hell? I got a bunch of penguins coming to talk to me. Captain, last week's ice fishing was quite the success. We were able to gather a decent haul with some patience. Hey, we got 4 fish out of the deal. Good to hear. Thank you for providing us the manpower. Some extra rations will certainly come in handy. You're doing that every time. Oh, another penguin. Walk. Looks unamused. Ridiculous. It watches you carefully. Got like a turf war right now. Captain, we need to talk about last week. I know you took the navigator's side, but you really need to think this through. I'm telling you, we won't last if we don't hunker down for winter starting next week. I'll consider it, Hammond. Here, I'll get some of that loyalty back. Don't be listening to that washed-up old fool. Another penguin. Another squawk. Templeton looks at the bird begrudgingly. Unless if we're letting penguins walk in. Shoo. Mr. Claus, Captain. Really urgent request. Well, perhaps not urgent, but well, when inspiration strikes, let yourself, mister. He wants to make friends with the penguins. Right, well, perfect opportunity to write up a proper study on the birds of this region. I asked that some of the science team be allowed this week to write up our findings. That may risk us losing the opportunity to harvest as many of them for resources as possible. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we really do need them for other tasks. We need you for other tasks. They'll have to wait. A shame. Opportunity like this only knocks once. He doesn't even get mad. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm more interested in eating the damn things. Make a decision regarding the penguins. We're gonna eat them. Right? Assign crew to hunting the entire colony? Yep. Oh, assign crew to hunt the entire colony? Some of the colony? Oh, I mean, like, is it gonna be bad that we eat them all? I mean, I just know the whole camp is full. If we hunt the entire colony, we'll have food for forever, probably. But how long will that take? This means like a whole, like, period of time. Can we do some of it? How much is this gonna take? 6 crew? I don't think we should do... Well, actually, do it. Confirm. Get after it. The entire remaining crew set to slaughtering the colony. We got 5 penguins. Demoralized. Oh, well, whatever. You can be demoralized, Gloss family. We got someone to fix you up on that. This is for. Oh. Kurt and Mr. Hammond are still at odds, I see. The engineer and the navigator butting heads. That's not a good sign, is it? They're smart men, Doctor. Sure, they'll reach a peaceful agreement in time. I would hope so. There's no need to worry. This will pass. This too shall. I wonder how my editor will find my report in its finished state. It's a nightmare getting my plague story published. Only the Daily Appeal was willing to pick it up. They were hardly the most reputable papers. You did wonders for their reputation? Like, we could actually even skip ahead the next week, but I'm not gonna. You did wonders for them. Yeah, I get that loyalty. Not that I mind. People buy the Daily Appeal just for my reports. I prefer that to be drowned out by the other voices. Nutley got evening. Got some old tickets in my luggage to play I planned to see before we departed. Unfortunately, it was delayed due to several accidents. People were beginning to say the production was cursed. Never believed in curses, but after this expedition, well... What's going on, Shiro? You're a man of science, Doctor. Try not to give in to the baseless superstition. Oh, crap! I lost his loyalty. Oh, of course. This guy's unpredictable. Nutbar's tough. I suppose that line of thinking is irrational. Ah, damn. Didn't want that to happen. Alright, so we're going to be able to get through this week without any casualties, I think. Right? Right? Oh, no, this guy's going to die for sure. Okay, sign crew member for an interview. Loyal Templeton. Okay, interview. Hope you're doing well, Shiro. There's some more decorum. That's good for decorum anyway. Right? We can keep it going that way. So we did this, right? Yes, we did. We can't do this because I'm getting someone interviewed for demoralization, which is fine. Oh wow, there's a lot going on now. It's here. We killed all the penguins. We took them out. That's fine, right? Emperor penguin? 1 emperor penguin. You salvage a penguin carcass. Gold has kept the meat preserved. Oh, we can actually assign crew to more? I don't have the crew to spare right now. Templeton? Oh, good evening to you, Captain. Apologies for the distraction. I was enjoying a textbook. Would have thought you've read anything in your collection by now. I have. This isn't my first peruse of this particular text. It was the first textbook I ever read when entering the field of botany. It's so weird that he's a botanist. That's going to play into this somehow. I'm more than familiar with it front to back. Still, it's more than beneficial to reacquaint myself with my field of expertise, particularly when I have spent so much time now removed from it. What caused you to pursue botany? Fascination with the class of life form that predates us by millennia and will survive us by millennia. Fair enough. Do you know why plant life interests me to this degree, Captain? You just told me. Their long history, as you said. Yes, their long history and even longer future. Its primary goal is to ensure continued survival of their species, yet the plant is stationary, vulnerable. What I find truly impressive is how they have developed to take advantage of their circumstances. They take advantage of the actions of others to ensure their own existence. Take your average apple tree. Oh my goodness. This guy's really nerdy. For instance, birds come, they feast upon the fruit, seeds stored within scattered to the ground, ensuring another will grow. Quite ingenious a system, is it not? Form of life so seemingly simple has outsmarted just about every other species that would otherwise cause it harm. True. And yet not a single plant can survive out here. We got him beat? Nah, perhaps you should look into a different line of work. Tin food companies don't seem to be your passion. Whatever, I don't know what to say there. We beat them here. Yeah, we're better in the cold. Perhaps I take human ingenuity too lightly. I assume this topic is quite a bore for you. Indeed it is. I won't keep you any longer. Even as an amateur gardener myself, I find it boring. Talking about apple trees. Those two were bickering again over dinner, Hammond and Kurt. Both of them are talking shite. Someone should talk to them. I know when a punch-up is brewing. Are they gonna get in a fist fight? Oh, it's Stanberry, the dog. Eyeing up my dinner, are you? You ain't getting a sniff of this. Get running back to your master. Alright, just a bite. Hammond's a big softy. Reading something? Yes, a book on poetry. Can you read one? On poetry? Not of poetry. It's an analysis of the technique. I thought Templeton was boring. This guy's even more boring. I've always wanted to read. Is that so? You wouldn't mind helping, would you? I suppose I could lend you a book. Something simple. Thank you. The Dr. Zeus book. It's something big's about to happen because like there's a lot of dialogue this week. Air's a bit tense these days, isn't it? Not surprised. Time's catching up to us, right? Can't take another week looking out at nothing but the ice. People are starting to get pretty rough. Seems Kurt and the Mole Man are still going at it. Not surprised the chief doesn't bend in disagreements. Maybe he should. Simple apology would allow us to return to our work without issue. What makes you believe Hammond should be the one apologizing? Hey, what's going on, Bama? Glad you got here. Hope you're doing well. Still poking away at our series here for this game. I'm really enjoying the story. I love reading, and this is like, it's like a book in a game for me. Common sense. All right, so we'll talk to Hammond. Was thinking, if I die, the crew's fucked. They are. Everybody's fucked if Hammond dies. My work would be wasted if I end up going under. Captain, if I go, you better keep them alive. I'm not keen on dying for nothing. Nothing you do will be in vain, Hammond. Better not. Don't ask much, Captain. I ask ye that. I trust ye better than most on the ice. It's been a busy week, so I haven't gotten other videos out, but I plan on it. Until I finish this, and then we'll pick something else up for streaming. It might be probably in line with when the last spell goes to 1.0, and I might do a series of last spell, because I never finished it the first time. That'll be streams anyway. Captain, you have a pen, don't you? Don't you? There's something I need to write. Of course. I've been giving a great deal of thought. I'm going to make sure we all make it back home. If I don't, I want you to pass something on. Should I die, I want the ownership rights of my films divided among my children. I'll set them up for many years. Could you pass it on? I'd be honored. Pass it out. Thank you, Robin. I knew I could trust you. Alright, now we haven't even started the actual jobs for the week because we killed an entire colony of penguins. That's kind of a job. Alright, so we can send some scouts out. We do have enough here, but we already did 6 people for hunting. So let's scout a bit. And I'd like to scout this way. I'd like to see what's out there. Science, we're going to ignore that. I don't think it's going to do anything for me, so we're going to ignore that. More science. Okay, well, we have this anyway for next week. Or be right now, actually. Do I have the bodies for that? Engineers? And you two. There you go. Go penguin hunting. That's it. Mr. Zach, Mrs. Gloss, Grips, and Dick. Every game needs a character with named Dick in it, I think. So we don't have anybody available to do this anymore, so that's fine. Done all that. Okay, we're good. Check in here, just make sure. Yeah, we're good. Right. So we'll feed the hoosh pot. Try and keep people fed. Fish is the way to go here. Throw the 4 fish in there. We've got lots of penguins. Saving this to cure people's freezing, I think, is the way. Great big elephant seal. We only need 46 foods, so let's just chill on that. I think we're good there. Now let's work on the heat. The heat's the tricky part. Heat the furnace. I feel like we should keep one of these flares, but it just says it's a resource. Like maybe it could help us in the end. We have one. Oh, we have this. We can cure demoralization. If you put it in the hoosh. I'm not worried about it. It's fine. Let's do... I gotta do this. And like, I'm in rough shape for heat, aren't I? Well, best we can do. This could go in there. We don't have anybody that's freezing, really. We have this one person with frostbite, but it's not going to cure frostbite. We're going to rock like that. We're in trouble after this week for heat. I don't know what we'll do after this week. We'll figure that out when the time comes. All right, on to week 16. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get someone that's gonna develop freezing. I can't help it. I don't have the fuel, right? I just don't. We can cure malnourishment. I'm not worried about that, really. Should I save? No, we got food. Let's just keep it going like that. Firm. All right, so we're gonna have people come back frozen, right? Freezing out on the sled hunt. It's fine. Whatever. We actually didn't send. We only sent out 4 people, so that's whatever. Wait, why'd that happen? That just happened because because I smashed his thing. I already lost a pile of decorum from that. Even more? I hope they leave. I hope they take off. Someone die? We're short one. Freezing is no longer malnourished. Succumb to their frostbite. Okay, so Tashi died. I can't help that. Start next week. So that's our second person dead. You know what? We made it to week 16 and only 2 people have died. And it's minus 38 degrees Celsius out. I know. We are losing decorum. Grimly? Good man, that Tashi. Didn't know too much about him. Always kept his cards close to his chest. I know he'll be missed. That much is true. He was a criminal too, just like me. Runsta. Tashi, you were a good man. I'll miss our talks. So whenever someone dies, that like really puts us in a bad spot. Like really bad spot. Alright, enter the tent. Asha charges into the tent. What? Captain? Templeton? We're out of breath. What is it? Kurt and Hammond. They're about to knock each other out. Come quick. Oh, crap. Bolts out of the tent. Let's see to it, Captain. Ah, crap. No. Why this? Why you gotta fight like this, boys? Alright. You rush over to the commotion near the boiler. These jackasses are gonna get us all killed. You have any idea how much you're jumping the gun? I know how much ye bloody want to keep playing in the snow. Playing? I take my work as seriously as you. You don't actually believe that, do ye? I know you care enough to go behind my back to the captain. Fine, we'll do things your way. No preparation, no stockpiling. We can all starve to death, but sooner. Great idea. We're not gonna get any more prepped waiting around. We need to hunker down. You just feel... I don't have the fuel to hunker down. That's the problem. You just like feeling useful and you don't want it to stop. Don't care about the lives on the line. Don't you dare say that. Don't you ever dare. After what happened with the seal that ate our person, I have experience on the ice. I know the dangers of the winter. You're just too stubborn to do anything any way but your own. And when you don't get your way, you make a big song and dance about it. Can't help yourself. You're a bloody glory hound, always looking to be the big man. Not hard. Sorry that you can never be the big man. Watch it. It's clear this could quickly turn ugly. What in the hell's going on here? I don't recall asking for dinner in a show. I can't afford to lose more decorum here. Wait for a gap in their argument? Oh, well, I don't care about him. He's happy with me all the time. Kurt and Hammond notice you. Kurt eyes you and before scanning the audience that has assembled. Captain, I'm sorry. Our friend here just can't let the matter go. You're going to get us killed, you idiot. Oh, because I got flick killed. Is that it? Boy, that's not. That's what you're accusing me of, isn't it? And I couldn't even catch the bloody seal. Think I'm a failure, don't you? See, this is why nobody should listen to you. You've lost your bloody nerve. Nobody's bloody blaming you. This is how my mother-in-law talks. No, she's British. Nobody's bloody blaming you. But you can't let it go. That's enough, both of you. Fire a gun in the air? No, we're not doing that. The two refuse to listen and continue their argument. Ah, crap. This isn't the time for misplaced heroics from a washed-up old fool. You're a damn joke. I know. I know you all think I'm a joke. This isn't about that. This is about the right thing to do. They'll think you're right. Alright, lead everyone into a snowstorm. You'll have us looking around for a stupid seal till the winter swallows us up. That won't happen. I'm a qualified navigator. Oh, and everyone else? No. They can follow me. Follow you? You'd lead them to their doom. They're gonna make me shoot my gun and people are gonna get even more mad. You think I would do that after we lost? After I lost? I'll give it a bloody rest. Talking about it the now. Of course, so callous. Doing my job, even if you don't. Templeton turns his head to you. Oh god. Captain, this argument has long since diverted from our course of action. This animosity is an entirely different matter. You best exercise your authority. This is getting severely out of hand. Fire your gun in the air. No, Templeton. They need to get this out of their system. Step between the two men. Grimly break them up. What? Step between them. Grimly actually like that? What the hell? You step in between the men, breaking the pair up, before things grow physical. Captain, this is between me and the engineer. Out of my way, Captain. I'm not done. You may kill each other in your own time. Put a stop to this now. I don't know. Do either of you have the crew's interests at heart, or are you just eager for a scrap? Say that. Kill each other in your own time. This is to a stop. After the exchange, both men looked to each other wearily, their aggressions taken out. The two of them left only with a glow of shame from their actions. Hells. That certainly could have gone better. Despite his jovial comment, Kurt is unable to bring a laugh to anyone, including himself. Now we're not going to shame them that much. Two of you are going to shake hands and work together this instant. Try it? I don't think Hammond's going to like that. They look at each other. Or have you forgotten how? Oh, do we wait? They tentatively shake hands. The two men let out weary sighs almost in unison. Well, we managed to get out of that without screwing it up massively, I think. I'll be docking your pay for this? Nah. Waste of everyone's time. Clean yourselves up. You walk away, making your way to your tent. The two men left to wallow in their shame. As you walk away, you're stopped by Templeton. Jesus. He's mad? Stepping in yourself, Captain? It's unbecoming. Oh, get out. You should have exercised your authority proper. I would have lost more decorum. Not gotten physically involved. I would have lost decorum for sure. I smashed the damn accordion because of him, and I lost a lot. I just set an example for the rest of the crew. They should follow it going forward. Who are you to question my authority? Set an example. Yeah, see? I see. I can respect that view, Captain. Yeah, give me back my loyalty. We best hope that the crew indeed follow your example. I'm concerned they will instead expect you to act on their behalf. What a way to start the week. That was interesting. Now we have requests. This is going to be great. At least we won't have penguins coming in asking for things. There's Grimly. Oh boy. Shaw. Any spare timber? What? Crew want me to carve up some totems. Totems? Hi. For good fortune on the ice. I got no wood. I got nothing. We're going to be burning seals for fuel. Some feel uneasy after what happened. Good idea, but I'm afraid we're out of timber. Well, we could break down your accordion. Oh, geez, that'll piss him off. Shame. Yeah, I don't have any. That was it? Okay. That's an easy start to the week. The problem being here is that the rest of the week's going to be really bad. Yeah, we'll assign a crew member to this. Sure. Who's demoralized? Ashi's dead. Can't help it. You're not demoralized. None of you. Oh boy. You're freezing and demoralized. Well, you can't go there. You'll go there. I feel like that's his, like, third time being interviewed. Now, into the bed. Med bay. We can't make anything again. You're gonna go in. I can't afford to lose a scientist. Like, I can't. Of all the people, I don't want to lose any scientists. Because I feel like I'm gonna need them to make me stuff. Who else is freezing? That's a scout. Not overly concerned about the scout getting frostbite. Gone. Hey, you're freezing? Oh yeah, we don't want that. There. Do that. I'm no point in using this on the scientists. So the scientists are all in here for the week. That's fine. We have a scout that's gonna get frostbite. And I can't help that. We have these penguins here. Take from the hunted penguin store. Oh, we get like a free penguin every week. That's interesting. Salvage a penguin carcass. We can put crew there as well if we want. Check some things. The doges are happy still. All right, let's go out and scout a bit. Yeah, so we're not doing the science because I don't feel like research frozen methane. Like, I don't feel like that's going to help me. Research vacant penguin nests. No, I need to find, like, is there anything that's gonna, is there, like, anything out here with, like, timber? Because that could be, like, amazing. Yeah, scout. Penguins. Scout it. Penguins. Damn it. A lot of scouting opportunities, though. I feel like this is, like, we're getting into the bad stuff. I don't have the decorum. And I don't see any way for me to get it back. Go back in here. Anything? Nothing? Okay. If anything, we're just gonna lose more. I don't have the fuel and the food. Well, I have the food. What if I go in here? If I go in here, I can assign crew. But I don't know how much this is gonna give me. But no one's gonna get sick if I do this. You can assign them to gain that many items. Oh, well, they won't get sick, though. If I can assign them to get penguins, they shouldn't get sick. Right? I've got a ton of crew here, and I don't really, I think, I don't really want to send them out this week. We got tons of stuff to put in the pot. This is going to be for fuel. I can't help it. It's got to be for fuel. Even though it's a lot of food, we've got stuff. So this is definitely, seals are better for fuel. Where's demoralization? No. So definitely these little guys in the hoosh. Bro. 10 of them in. There, we've got that. Now the tricky part here is we have to actually use food for fuel now. Feed the furnace. Something's got to give here, because we're into like some bad spots. We're in a really bad spot right now. Like, that's enough to give us fuel for like 1 week. I'm gonna have to do this. I didn't want to do this. Maybe I do. Whatever, do it. I'm burning these. Shit. I feel like we've got like 1 week. 1 week of goodness to go, and then we're toast after this. Like, week 17 is going to be a disaster. Because I can't afford the decorum. Shoot. I don't know what to do. I have no clue how to manage this now. Like, should we be going out and doing this? Maybe we should. But then I'll have a bunch of people freezing. Or people will come back frozen, probably. Send some people. Do we even have them? I have engineers. We're doing it. I need to get stuff. Go get it. Go get the penguins. All right. Now what? I feel like this is gonna be a disaster. Like, how am I gonna survive 35 weeks like this? Dinner is shared in stores. These are There's no way we survive that long. feel like I should have been letting more people die or something. But I'll be like, the decorum will just go, and then it's game over. York the Third, can you believe the nerve of that Hammond fellow? Lucky Kurt didn't just wallop him. Kurt could have handled it better, but Hammond is a prick. Yes. Now what, Captain? I've noticed a decline in my writings. At first, I blamed the cold, and I realized I would often drink coffee as I wrote, becoming more difficult to keep up the energy without it. Get more sleep if you require energy? Perhaps it's your mood affecting your... Nah. Get more sleep. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Just sleep. I've often struggled on that front. Been an insomniac for quite some time. Current setting does little to assist. If I could, and if I was stranded out here, I'd be trying to sleep as much as possible. There's nothing to do. If you're not hunting, you've been bothering my dogs for some time now. They're having fun. Are you shaken by the morning's event? That I've covered much worse in the city. Yes, but you could return home after that. Grant my dogs a rest. And grant one to yourself as well. Captain, something occurs to me. I know startlingly little of yourself. I'm a criminal. You have invited me here several times now, and I have given little thought into asking about your own affairs. Staggering lack of etiquette. You agree. Don't care much for etiquette. I haven't been offended. Something you wanted to know? No, not particularly. It was merely remarking on my faux pas. I still have no interest in trying. You are Captain Shaw, and that is all I need to know. Right. No more eavesdropping? At camp, you notice Kurt hesitantly approaching Hammond. I should apologize for what happened this morning. You should, or you want to? We shouldn't give in to immaturity. Should be bigger. More mature men. Alright, let's leave it at that. I'm not going to be starting on... Right, good. Condolences. Huh? Condolences? For Flick. Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Couldn't have been easy. Oh, thank you. You share a brief silence. You can be on your way now. Right, of course. The two return to their duties as you return to your own. Hammond up to. Can't tend to the furnace if you yabbing. Ah, yes. Should have known this would happen. The chief was bound to fly off the handle eventually, eh? Aye. Can't say I feel bad for Mr. Darling anyway. That fight was something, wasn't it? Two jumped up egos. Cracking under pressure, I imagine. You've never been in a fight, have you, Two Johns? Nope. Nobody ever tried to fight me. Not surprised. You're massive. You wouldn't hurt a fly. Wait, what? Oh, we're done the week. I was waiting to feed everybody. We're already done the week. This is gonna... Okay, so I'm predicting that week 17 is where I'm basically gonna... Week 18, maybe, is where I meet my demise. Like, I just don't... Oh, he's got something to say. I'm flattered. I really ought to be getting some rest, Shaw. I really think that, yeah, week 18 is gonna be where we succumb to the cold. I don't have any supplies. Like, we're not getting more fuel. Right? Like, I'm chewing up 44 fuel here just so that I don't lose decorum. Can't go there. I don't have the fuel. I don't have 66. I'm just short. I could get the decorum if I did it, but then we would have no fuel for the following week at all. We can continue eating. No problem there. So someone's going to get freezing. Can't help it. Firm. Cross that when we get there. We got lots of penguins and stuff. Dick became frozen. Everybody's gonna be frozen, right? They all get frozen when they go out. That's the problem with that. Cured. I guess only 2 of them got frozen. Raise their spirits. Speaking to Cash, no longer demoralized. So we have nobody demoralized. Wait. Nobody's demoralized. But we lost a quorum for it? No. Alright. Got 3 people freezing. Nobody with frostbite. Nobody died. Week 17. This is stressful. This is stressful. It's minus 40 out. This is where Tom starts to complain in real life. And we just lose decorum. Yeah, we're in dire straits, I'd say. Living in minus 40, I would perish myself. And yeah, I'd be done. I would be done. We are in big time trouble here. I feel like I probably should have let more people die along the way, as bad as that sounds. But I've been trying my best to keep them alive, but it's more mouths to feed and more people to heat. Let's do this first. Some people were, oh, there's people where I live that would take it as a challenge for sure. No, I wouldn't be up to it. I start complaining at minus 40. Captain, about what happened last week. Sorry. Do this. Requests. There's no requests. None. Nobody's got anything to say. At minus 40, nobody wants to talk. Let's be honest. Get our journal. Nothing. Nobody's in the mood to talk when it's minus 40 outside. That's the truth. That's very accurate of the game. Nobody wants to talk. Oh, the furnace is pooched, right? Yeah. Are you just gonna keep standing there or give us something to burn? Lock down camp and prepare for winter. Oh man, what do we do? If I do this, be for a second. If I lock down camp and prepare for winter, what's that do? Does that make it so that I don't use it? Doesn't explain like what it's gonna do for me. I don't have fuel. I don't have fuel to get us through this week even. But if I lock down camp, you okay? This is bad. Week 17. Here's where the poop hit the fan, yep. Well, we can feed the hoosh pot for sure. That's something we can do. These guys are worth a bit. You don't need to go crazy. We only need, like 44 food. Do that. Let's not go crazy. That's plenty. Turn. We could send people out. We can do this. We can scrounge in here. Right? Nobody gets frozen when we go in here. We do have this available to us. Right, so we can get penguins out of that. And maybe we should be just locking down camp. I feel like we just have to. Like, the game wants us to lock it down, no matter what. We'll go in here. Nobody's demoralized, but we can put our 2 freezing people in here. Right? So that we don't get anybody with frostbite. And arrest. And I wonder what happens if we lock down camp. Do we skip ahead? Is there like a time skip? I feel like we're like in a really bad spot. I'm going to continue treating it like it isn't going to do that. Because I don't know. But we'll scout. Found some penguins. That's good. Fish. Penguin. These penguins are much better for us. They can actually be used for heat. So we'll send out a crew for that. Engineer. Ooh, I could keep the scientists to cure people. I have one, though. Do it. Go. Send. There. Because it might be the last chance we can do that for. I don't know. I don't have enough people to send there. I've only got 2 available crew, so we're not going for this or this. I don't want to send them out and have something stupid happen. We did that, right? We put people in beds. We did. I mean, I could cure them, but I think we should save it. Crap. Do I put the fuel in first, or do I just lock down? I have lots of these. I just need to get up to 44. That'll do. Eat it. That's enough fuel for that. Leave. We'll have dinner and then maybe lock it down. This is bad. Have our meal. Let me think it over. All right, now we got some eavesdropping going on here. Hunting season seems to have be winding down. It would seem. We likely have a handful more weeks before wildlife begins to clear up. Do you ever share your rations with the dogs? They do the hunting after all. Only right they reap some of the spoils. They have their own rations. I'm sure I think they're eating soup or something. Yeah. So I'm sure they prefer my cooking to that broth. You may try them. I won't stop you. Danbury and Pascal, great names for dogs, were engaged in a fight this morning. More serious matter than the usual scrap. Put a stop to it, but it is concerning. The two often get along. Perhaps the pressure's finally getting to them. The ice can do this to people. Dogs are no different. And we'll just say, do you think you're pushing too hard? I am. If I am, that is a concern. I'm not pushing them any further than is necessary. But what is necessary grows each week. Grimly. Grimly's the grump. You got close to Shaw quick. I was designated by our benefactor to be the second officer on this expedition. I'm simply doing my duty. Aye, sure. Hammond, a question. I told ye I'm not getting quoted in your bloody report. Calm down, it's not about you. I've worked with Mr. Templeton before, yes. Or you've worked with him before, yes. Regrettably. You happen to know his age? Wasn't listed in the records, and estimating based on appearance is difficult. He's younger than he looks, that's all I know. Hamilton got... Oh yeah, he's done. He's done for the night. Alright. Quick week. Doctor, good evening. Something on your mind? I was curious. You have been awfully quiet after, well, last week's scrap-up. Your visits have been scarce. You've kept to your own at dinner. Well, I suppose I'm still licking my wounds, proverbially speaking. Last week's incident was something of an embarrassment. Well, just wanted to check in, see if you're okay. I'll be fine. Need to settle this damn pride of mine. Thank you, son, or doctor. Well, that is... Oh, is that his son? Oh, you're welcome, I suppose. Get a little plot twist there. What's he got to say? He's going to bed? I'm flattered, but really ought to get to sleep. Okay. So, what's Templeton got to say, Captain? Been looking over the contracts, and I feel an update should be made to your own. Your work has far exceeded your pay scale as first mate. Once we return to land, I will arrange it so... Oh, this is what I'm all about, the money. Arrange it so you receive Hunt's promised pay, in addition to your own. That's rather considerate of you. Give me my money. I disagree. It is only fair that you be compensated appropriately. See no reason to do otherwise. Give me my money. I think we lock her down. It's literally like popping up saying like, hey, lock down. Let's just lock it down, see what happens. Lock down, prepare for winter. It's getting bad out there. It's getting mean. So we're going to stick to the usual. We'll feed people. We'll let one person get freezing. And then hopefully we don't die. On week 18. 17 went by just fine. The long winter continues. Yeah, we got 2 people freezing. Cured. Okay, only 2 so far. That's great. It's minus 47 now? Oh, man. Okay, that's cold. Oh, boy. And there's, like, no daylight at all on here. Oh, we jumped up to week 21 there. We just jumped to week 21. We're at a new camp. Huh. Okay. Things have changed. It just skipped us ahead. I was wondering if there was a time skip. That's good. We would have been in trouble. Captain Shaw, personal log. Week 22. The crew have settled down for the long winter. It will be many months before the canopy is removed. Further travel across the ice will be... Further travel across the ice will be a possibility. Winter. The crew will be here for quite some time. The winter is long and cold and carries out in complete darkness. One can lose track of the days. Why I never got a job and none of it. We thought about it, me and my wife, but I don't think I could do the dark. Men are mad, known to go mad. That's exactly what I thought would happen to me. I go mad. It is not uncommon for one's sanity to buckle under stress and fear in extreme conditions, and this proves to be the most extreme of all. Complete darkness in the coldest part of the world. It would be appropriate to keep a constant check on the crew's mental conditioning at this time. Bert and Hammond? Before the winter set in, the navigator and the engineer came to blows in public amongst the crew. Quite literal were the blows, as the men had to be separated by the crew. Tensions were high. This should not hang over either man's head. Professional disagreement, turning uncivil, is not unheard of, particularly in high-pressure situations. Both men still carried the crew's best interests at heart, and tension seems to have calmed since the incident. The cold. The coldest part of the world has now entered its coldest stage. In the winter, even words, time can freeze. The end. The doctor is likely to have his hands full in the coming months, dealing with frostbite amongst the crew. I only hope the young man is prepared for such a task. Sign off. We're just going out and gathering food out of here. Yeah, so, camp's looking kind of, not great. For the canopy. We can gather one penguin, so we got a pile of dead penguins here. I'm glad we did that, I think. The cold has kept the meat preserved. I'm gonna do this anyway. That's all that's really keeping us alive, I suppose. Oh, the second they go out, they're freezing. Oh boy, didn't know. Didn't know they'd be freezing by the time they got back. That's bad news. Okay, alright, okay, lesson learned. So we're probably not going to be sending anybody from here. Let's have a look at this, though. Oh, wow. We're, like, within range now. Like, we could literally, like, if it wasn't so cold, we'd be able to walk to it. I don't think I can afford anybody else to be freezing their butts, though, right now. Go in. One hell of a canopy they set up. Jeez. Request tent? I wish I hadn't sent those guys out. I didn't realize that it was going to be that bad. Alright, request time. Amidon Jr. Well, Captain, sun won't be getting up for a while. Welcome to our new home. Aye, this canopy ain't pretty, but she'll do us right. Better than being stuck out in that blizzard. That I believe we can all agree on. It's a strong one, eh? Worse than any I've seen. We'll have to keep an eye out for rips in the outer canopy. Don't want the heat seeping out, or the cold ripping in. See a single hole, you grab whoever you can to fix it. Best we heed the warnings, Captain. Yeah. I don't have anything to fuel it with right now. This tarpaulin, old, and has clearly seen better days. Alright, requests are done. Captain, I hope you are becoming accustomed to our new setup. There'll be some time before we can leave this canopy. 21 weeks. I assume you've been taking... Well, yes. Taking track of the time. It's been 21 since we first set sail. We still have a great deal more time in this nightmare. 18 weeks to go? Is that right? Yeah. This winter will be long, but I feel it won't feel as such. Even thoughts can freeze out here. I think the weeks will pass before you know it. Probably we're gonna, like, every single week that goes by, we're likely gonna skip ahead now or something. Still, you have been in command for quite some time now. It has made for interesting observation at the least. I assume you've been making your judgments. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. He'll believe it was unwise to claim Hunt had abandoned the crew, no matter how truthful it seems to be. Disparage the man's character did no favors for you amongst the sailors. Well, yeah, who knows, right? He wanted me to say he was dead. I know he wanted me to. Yes, a more preferable lie. In that scenario, Hunt would be removed from the picture without attempting to hurt his reputation. They would have wanted proof. Flips through his pages. I must admit, while smashing the carpenter's accordion was not the most tactful method, certainly put a stop to the songs of mutiny. You wanted me to do it. Guy's a dick. He always has been. Respect through fear is still respect, though now you will have to carry on that. There aren't any more instruments to smash. That is true, but only... but our issues lie in more than just an instrument. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook again. It's a shame we were not fully prepared for the leopard seal attack. Yeah, I didn't know how to shoot a gun. The incident has weighed heavily on my mind ever since. It'll be a long time before winter clears, but when it does, we will be closing in on our rescue point, which is also the last known location of the Viscount, if you may recall. Think we can find it? At this stage, it is impossible to know anything for certain. I wonder. You still hope to find the Viscount, no matter we've spoken enough? Guess we get back to work. Yeah, sure, why not, right? What the hell? I'll try and find it. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here, after all. What are they talking about? The same compass you carried in your third film? Indeed it is. Surprised you're able to pick up on those. Well, I have seen them quite a few times. My family purchased a print of Through the White Wastes for private screenings, so I'm quite accustomed to it all. Through the White Wastes? Har, you must have been this tall when the film came out. Maybe shorter. That canvas pack of yours. That must be 30 years old by now. I know how to keep my equipment well maintained. You're the same, aren't you? Of course. I'd never let my trusty camera even get scratched. You know, we barely had a budget for that first film. Most thought the idea was set for disaster. I had to get the sponsorship of Tinned Beans to get the expedition off the ground. Yes, Tinned Beans for the win. I remember those adverts. Newspapers ran them for quite a while, in fact. I had some newspaper clippings for research, building a portfolio. I think one of those adverts is in this folder. Why would you need so much research? Seems a bit much for one expedition. Oh, this is for something else. That is? Well, it's somewhat shameful to admit, but I keep record of some historical figures and that I have hopes of on... Well, writing a biography on. Biography? You're gonna write a biography on Kurt? Yes. Getting ahead of myself, but I like to be prepared for that. Projects that are in the realm of possibility. I would like to see that. The historical figure, eh? I would say you fit the criteria. Flattering, but it does make me sound old. Alright, now for the tricky part. Here's the tricky part. We are going to be in trouble. I can't send people out. I can't. Like, I've got too many... I did that already, and people are freezing to death. Anything need? Med bay. We should be fishing from inside here. This is silly that we aren't. You're freezing, so get healed. Engineers, I feel like I can afford to have an engineer get frostbite. Why are you guys all chewed up like that? Like, what's going on here? Or maybe I already used them. That's the problem. Or I said engineer. I meant scientist. I can't afford to have a scientist get frostbite and die. They'll be the secret, the key to keeping me alive, I think. And should I send someone out on a scouting mission? I think I should. We should scout. Confirm. Ah! we found some seals. All right. Firm. Little penguins. Seals are good. They're good for heat. And we're close. We're close. Too close. Feed the hoosh pot. We got 21 penguins here. Feed it. We only need 46 food. 16. Yeah, we're good. Feed it. Bare minimum. We're running the minimum of everything right now. I need to get the heat up. 46 heat. Oh, that's painful. For 44, I mean. That's bad. Eat it. Like, next week, we're in trouble. Again, we're, like, barely getting by. Everybody can eat now? Pet the doges? Ruffle its fur. Alright. Have some grub. The long dark continues. You can choose who to spend your evening with. Oh. What's this? Tear a hole in the canopy? Well, we better do that. It takes 4 people? Set to work. Hopefully they don't freeze. Nutley and Grimly. I think I should spend it with Nutley and Grimly. Thinking of going for a stroll? What? We're staring at the exit for a while there. Oh, right. You alright? Yes. He's thinking about leaving. It's gonna be a long winter, isn't it? Should be. And the food we have now have to last us, right? What are you getting at? Well, nothing. Nutley scurries off, returning to his tent. We don't have enough food. There's no way. There's a 0% chance we have enough food. See that, Shaw? Something's up with the doctor. Don't like it. Yeah, the doctor's acting sus. How do you say this once? Acceleration. Oh yeah, they're learning how to read. You said this was a simple book. Certainly picked an interesting time to start reading. I'd bet it's too dark to see anything most of the time. What brought on the need to learn? Not going to be strong forever. Whaling work will dry up. Still got time to learn something else. Kurt, Captain. Set in for quite a few weeks. Have to find something good to pass the time. All sports are out of the question. No sports. He wanted to play rugby earlier. Perhaps we can share stories of expeditions past. I have quite a few up my sleeve. Oh. I'd love to hear some of your tales, Kurt. That would be just spiffing. Though we may be here for quite some time. Better I get through them at a reasonable pace. I wouldn't want to waste every story I have in a single evening. Oh well, I'll let you get back to work. Arf Arf from Stanberry the dog? Arf. Miss Cordell, would you be able to calm that thing down? I'm attempting to make note of the day's work. The move has left Stanberry overstimulated. And with nowhere to take them, bored. How long before the creature tires itself? Pack down can remain active for several hours without taking a rest. And then it will calm down? Perhaps. Then another is likely to act out again. How's anyone to have any work done in their presence? You will grow used to it. Learn to focus your mind. I am focused on my duties at all times. Thank you very much. Then you should have no issue. Arf. ... Have we finished the week already? Wow. Like, it's crazy because we started on week 14, so, like, that big jump ahead really saved, like, really skipped a bunch. So we did that. Look in here. Is anything in here? Nothing. I scouted. I don't have people to send anyway, so yeah, week ahead. Is it only gonna be 1 week, or are we doing multiple weeks here? Oh man, is minus 47 outside. 2 people are gonna get freezing. People are gonna start to die to frostbite. There's nothing we can do. We literally can't heat them enough. Like, we just can't. It's impossible. And I almost feel like I should... Oh, no, we can't afford the decorum. We'll hold out as long as we can. Yeah, firm. Every week's gonna be like this. Long winter continues. Yield, we're gonna have more people freezing though, for sure. 2 people are gonna get it. We got someone with frostbite. Frostbite. Frostbite, so 1 of these 3 are dead. 2 of these 4 are dead. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. That is bad. I can only heal 2 of them at a time. That's why 2 of these people are dead. 2 of these people... And we're gonna lose... Over the next couple of weeks, we're gonna lose at least 4 people. Where are we? What week is it? Week 24. Oh man, that's not nearly far enough. So I feel like... How are we gonna get through this? Like, and keep the decorum intact. People are gonna have to die. But then, like, we'll just lose the decorum. If we lose 40 decorum, it's game over, right? So... Oh, man, that's tough. Alright. Carry on. West tent. Zach. I've had it. I've had enough. Night after night, week after week, those salters. Isaac, some decorum, please. I would love some. Apologies, but I cannot take their presence any longer. Loud, disruptive, and the mess they leave behind after dinner. I just want some peace and privacy. Is that too much to ask? Captain, I implore you to relocate me to another tent. Anywhere else. We're in a great big tarp. We live in a tarp, dude. We're in a tarp. We're in a shanty town. We're in tents under a tarp. We are a crew. Can't live peacefully with the sailors. This guy's the guy with the gun, I think. Then you'll be moved elsewhere in camp. Sure. Templeton's like, whatever. I don't care, dude. Be able to handle an entire winter with this lot. Can't do it. He can't do it, grimly. Shaw, Templeton? Need to do something about Arthur. Arthur? The doctor. Right, yes, Dr. Nutley. I wasn't aware Dr. Nutley was proving an issue. What do you mean, grimly? Since winter started, he seems unwell. He's been unwell the entire time. I think the pressure is starting to get to him. Like, he was thrown up overboard at the beginning of the game. Surprised to see you coming to us with this issue. I didn't take you to show concern to a high-class landlord. He's a good lad, means well. Besides, he's part of the crew. Hunt picked him out. Well, it's no secret that the good doctor carries a nervous temperament. Do you think it's beginning to affect his own health? I'm not alone. Junior, Belford, Darling all think so too. And it's quite noticeable. Well, have words with him. No, I'm just gonna talk to him. I'll have a chat with him, grimly. Better soon than later talking to him. Lad's barely hanging in there. Alright. Captain Templeton, I heard through the grapevine our good doctor was having a spot of bother. Like, if he dies, what are we gonna do? I don't think he can die, actually. Indeed, you may just be able to help. You know the boy well, don't you? Say so. How long have we been on the ice together now? And you may just be the right man for this job. We're concerned by the doctor's temperament. He's slowing down in his work and may threaten stopping altogether. Well, his own health comes above his work. Can you agree? Both are a matter of grave importance. We will speak with him then. I'm afraid that might be beyond me, Richard. What? I'll consult it. Right, you are, Robin. But it's not just that. I've spoken to the lad quite a bit, but I've never made it through to the boy. Tough nut to crack that, Nutley. I might have no... I might not have the right disposition for it. Okay, too soft, I say. Excuse me? You treat him too softly. The young man's a doctor. He does not need to be handled with gloves. What he needs is someone to remind him of the duty behind his role. No sugared words. Boy's temperament, hanging by a thread. You want Shaw to approach with a saw? With a saw? Said it yourself, the gentle method proves ineffective. I said no such thing. 1 second. My daughter stopped in to say hi. Bert is right. Nutley requires encouragement more than anything. Oh. No arguing this. We will see what fares best when I have words with the man. Yeah, no, we won't argue. See what happens when I talk. Suppose what presents itself in the moment is best. Yes, no good playing with hypotheticals, is there? Trust your judgment, Captain. Best leave the talk until after dinner. No need to interrupt those work further. Please let me know how you fare, Captain. Best of luck. I mean, like, the doctor's important. You know, he's important. 24. Oh my god, we got 2 holes here. Like, how are we gonna survive this? I don't have the stuff. I don't have the stuff. I don't have the people. I was meant to ask Mr. Templeman. She's just annoying, actually. Like, the reporter, she doesn't... I don't feel like she adds anything. She's just annoying. What precisely is your area of expertise? Botany. Yes, odd indeed. How so? Botany is a study of plants, correct? Not an abundance of plants out on the ice. Meteorologist, the biologist, I understand, but why were you chosen? I have a much wider range of knowledge outside my field. I was chosen to be the head scientist of this expedition. By the benefactor. Yes. Reminds me, just who is this benefactor of yours? I asked Hunt often, but he always avoided the question. He avoided most of what was asked of him. You ask many questions. Exactly what Hunt said. Seem adamant not to answer. I do not see it as a relevant information. Everything is relevant. You can only hide secrets for so long. We'll see about that. Aw, crap. This is bad. I don't have the food or the fuel to manage this. And everybody's, like, tied up with frostbite. Like, when they got frostbite, you can't use them. Shoot. Crap. Why is it not showing 2 Johns here? Showing him. Why won't it show me 2 Johns? Odd. Wait. Why is this glitching out? It's glitching out big time. There we go. Frostbite. Okay, I want to keep 2 Johns alive. Loyal to Grimley. Or keep him alive. Jeez. Actually, 1 second. This is important. Loyal to Junior, loyal to Grimley, loyal to Grimley. Crap. Nothing I can do. Somebody's gonna die. I better use the medical comforts on them. Won't be able to do that. It seems we've run dry. What? Oh no. Crap. I think this is the end of us. I really do. I think we're done. I don't have the crew for this, do I? 1. Just enough. That's the whole crew. Now I can't gather food or anything. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. Here's scurvy. We're not worried about that right now. So I need 44? That's just enough to get us to 0. Keep her lit. Oh, we're toast after this. Even that, I don't have enough to do another. Oh, I'm just short. I'm just short. Keep that. It felt like I was managing fine until this very point, and now we're in trouble. Well, it's the cold, man. The cold's getting us. Crew have their meal. Choose who to spend the evening with? Nutley. Talk to him. Ah, Captain. Is there an issue? Need to talk, Doctor. Oh, right. Captain, I must apologize. For what? I know I'm not what you would have asked for in a ship doctor. He's done a fine job. I'm nervous. My mind is often scattered, and the sight of blood, well, it makes me faint. Hardly qualities befitting a surgeon, are they? You're a fine surgeon. You've made do. Captain, something I must confess. The reason Hunt took me on against all other candidates, well, it's because of my father. Your father? Yes. Well, you see, my father was Hunt's barber. What? Doesn't matter to me. They were quite friendly, and well, my father called in a favor. What? Yeah, some favor. Who would sign their son up for this work? Yeah, I don't care. Well, my father was so proud when I took this expedition, believed it could finally toughen his boy up. He was always obsessed with that. No matter what I did. Him always came. So he's just feeling bad for himself? Is that what this is? But you can see how well that worked, can't you? Like, you want to go out in the cold? Go. Give her. I'm not leaving this tarp. I have no issues with your work. And there's the loyalty back, Captain. No need to protect my self-worth. I know where I stand. Some of the crew have been quite kind to me. But whether it's harsh words from Templeton or pats on the back from Kurt, their eyes are all the same when they look at me. A burden, a mouth to feed. No, he's kept us alive. You're the only doctor. That's right. Gained his loyalty. To have no doctor is better than to have a poor one, Captain. No, that's not true. I've tried, but I have to accept it. Cowardice leaves me a drain on the crew's resources, selfishly so. Perhaps it's better of me to at least stop this. You're talking nonsense. Right, of course. You're right. We can't afford to lose the doctor. Suppose I've been acting foolish. Now isn't the time to lose my nerves. What remained of them? Sorry for worrying you, Captain. Hey, Nutley walks off, making his way back to his tent. Clearly, much is on the doctor's mind. We're screwed after this week. Either way, I'm gonna run out of decorum. People are gonna die, and it's gonna be game over for me. Captain, I've heard mutterings among the crew that have raised concern. It would appear that our rations of tobacco are finally running dry. Who cares? The crew have already been on edge since the beginning of this winter. I doubt that this will improve matters. You want me to do go out in the ice and find some tobacco? Mr. Hammond and the sailors have been awfully fond of the leaf. I have even spotted them trading some of their food rations for more of it. Ridiculous, I know. Food rations for tobacco. The Apperton Company did well to supply us this long. Yes, remarkable. It was even able to last as long as it has. Hello, traveler. We have been trying for days to find you. Talk about your car's warranty. Hello, how you doing, guys? What's going on, Branded and Mom? How you doing? Happy Sunday, indeed. Hope you guys are well. Hunt must have consumed a quarter of the supply in his time on the ship alone. That lot are quite addicted to it. A simple plant carries so much control over them. Personally, I never much cared for it. I tend to avoid any substance that could affect my body chemistry. Still, I have an odd respect for the leaf. There's something admirable about a plant that can steer human behavior so strongly. No wonder our benefactors saw it wise to supply them in abundance. Glad to hear that you guys are doing well. We're just barely surviving here. I'm likely gonna die after this week. 24 weeks in, I'm gonna die. But we're doing the best we can. Heard them complain about the quality of tobacco. Tobacco, tinned foods. Our benefactor has their hands in many affairs, don't they? Yeah, indeed. The Appertons are not content with being a simple tinned food company. No, they are building an empire. Dang, Frosty, it's minus 47. We built ourselves a little tarp town out in the ice. Minus 47, that's even cold for a Canadian. Just as they funded this expedition, so too have they funded countless ventures, countless discoveries. Hope you're doing well, Boost. That is how their business operates. Do you believe they were simply fortunate enough to have peaches grow in their back garden? There's my criminal thing. That hasn't happened enough. That's one thing I feel like my backstory, it could have been more fleshed out. Dealing and selling. I did similar in my time. Oh, geez, that actually cost me loyalty. I prefer you do not compare our employer to your past activities. You may have have your doubts, Captain. I understand that. Do I approve of their eagerness to mine natural resources to sell them off at the cost they do? No. However, I also understand that commodification, oh, that's a big word for such a cold guy, is the vehicle to scientific study. I have all the money I need to research these plants. I've seen several breakthroughs, discoveries that would not be possible without their financial aid. In return, I must provide them with a commodity to mass produce and sell off, then so be it. I consider that a mutually beneficial arrangement for all involved. He's got something funky going on here. There's something funny here. Think you're just deluding yourself? The good outweighs the bad, Templeton. Yes. Give me back that loyalty, baby. I'm glad you understand that, Captain. I find the nuance of the arrangement is lost on most. I apologize, Captain. It is not like me to ramble like this. I suppose the tension of this winter has begun to affect me as well. Perhaps a cigarette would help even myself. We all need a dart once in a while. Perhaps I simply need a good night's rest. Good evening, Captain. Yeah, good luck sleeping in this. But we don't have enough food. We don't have enough anything. We're screwed. Like it or not, we're screwed. Go outside for a second. I got one penguin. Let's go. Okay, okay. I don't have crew to gather penguins. But, I got a penguin. We'll throw that in the heat. We'll throw it in the furnace. Hey, there we go. We're gonna burn off all the fuel. Feed the furnace, baby. We got just enough. We got 22 people. This is gonna be do or die time here for us, guys. This week. This is the. We're gonna have some death here. If this hits 0, we lose. I don't know how else I could have managed this. I really don't. There we go. We're gonna lose at least 2 people are gonna die. At least. People are getting frozen no matter what we do now. Because of because we literally can't eat them enough. I don't have the stuff for that. I don't have the fuel to give them. To get that back. I don't have the food to give them. I don't have anything to give them. I don't have any rations, actually, for next week. We're done. Like, this is it. Long winter continues. If we're on week 27, it's done. They're healed. Here comes the death. Lost Clive. Succumbed. Loyalty, decorum down 15. We only lost 15 decorum. It warmed up a degree, guys. It warmed up 1 degree. What week am I on? Oh, God. Week 28. I'm 10 decorum. It's over. It's over, man. I got no food. I got nothing. I literally can't feed anybody. Crap. Oh, man. Only 2 people died. It cost me everything. Every time someone dies, you lose 15 decorum. And it's not giving me anything back. Like, I'm not getting stuff back. Runt. That old man, I was worried from the start that he'd get sick, but that will happen to us. I feel like that's really rough, losing 15 decorum when they die. Jeez, man, that's tough. Gnomes, old man, always lecturing, acting like he was a proper wise bloke. I needed to gather more food, I guess. I didn't gather enough food stores. Won't be the same around here without him. But I guess I messed up around week 17, but I'm lucky to have made it this far. Dick's upset. Grips. I'll miss him. Was it? Like, what are we gonna do? I can't get any decorum back. If I lose any, we're done. Like... Ducker. Captain. Templeton. Mr. Higgs. Like, we're done, because people will die, right? Call me Tucker. Mr. Higgs is fine. Dot. Is there something you require? Must be nerve-wracking in here all day. Well, I say day. I can't tell what time it is anymore, you. Suppose not, but... Must fry your head. Is this guy going nuts? Must fry your head, Captain. Does it? What is going on? It's not too bad. Grown used to it. Is there a point of any of this? Or are you just blathering now, right? That grown used to it. Don't be mad. I have barely spoken to Tucker. I suppose it's been long enough now. Sorry, Mr. Higgs. I'm here with a request or not. The days barely exist anymore. Nothing to do around here. Past the hours. So you have nothing to request. Nah. Okay, you simply come here to make idle chatter. Aye, nothing better to do. Captain? Can't believe we're gonna lose on week 28. Should embrace this free time. If I do indeed lose, I'll just have to redo it offline and stream when I get the thing up and going. I didn't expect it to be like this difficult at this stage to really get through it. Bummer to lose this far in. You should embrace this free time while you can. Like, there's nothing I don't like other than taking more weeks to gather food. Should embrace this free time while you can. It won't last. Go play cards with the others. Yeah. Go play cards. 50th game this week, but I'll not keep you from work any longer. Captain, it seems the winter is beginning to take its toll on the crew. You should take greater care to ensure they keep their minds active. They'll have a good deal of winter to work through. I mean, like, Jesus. Week 28 here. What do you want from me? I got nothing. I got nothing good to say. I know that it's game over, man. You want me to put people on that? I feel like I've enjoyed the game, but I feel like they haven't given enough opportunity to increase your decorum at this stage of it. Can I interview someone here? Assign interview? Can anybody do an interview, like, even though they're not, like, upset or anything? Who's not, like, mostly dead? You? Will that give me decorum? I guess I should have been doing this the whole time. That's enough to make it so if someone dies, I still lose. Someone dies, I still lose. And I have to get food. Like, I can't get the food I need. Damn it. Who's got frostbite? You've got frostbite. You're just freezing. You've got frostbite. Man them to rest. So nobody should die. My problem is no food. And that's it. I literally have nothing to put in the hoosh pot. I have nothing to give them. And it takes 4 people to repair a hole. I have 1 penguin. I haven't got a clue how to do this. I feel like I could have maybe managed this a little bit better at this stage, but what are you gonna do? Literally nothing. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, throw the tin in there. Feed the furnace. Hold on to it long enough. Eat it. I need to get these both to like 20. I'm not gonna get them to 40. What's this gonna do? Like, it gets worse if you leave it, right? Do I leave it for 1 week and just hope? I don't think I should. I put 4 people in there. Leaves me with 4 people for a scavenger mission? Oh, we're so screwed. Gamble and see what happens. If I go out here... Like, the problem is I haven't been doing anything here, right? I can do this. Send 4 people there. Get the crab eater seals. They don't bring them back now, though. That's the problem. They don't bring them back now. They bring them back for next week. Shoot. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. They're gonna all come back with, like, frostbite. I've got this here. We can actually gather penguins. Right? Send 3 people out there. But that's not going to be enough to even, like, come close to what we need. And they get freezing the second they go out. Jeez. And I can't repair this. Like, you need 4 people to repair that. That's crazy. Alright, well, let's just see what happens when we lose, and then I'll have to figure it out. I'm definitely gonna lose. Oh, man. Bait. Better feed the hoosh pot. Can I get it up to 20? That gives 9. Alright, so 27... Not enough. It's not enough to feed them twice, even. I want you out. No. Maybe could have made it work. No, I don't think it was gonna work. How do I make this wheel turn? I don't think I can. That's annoying. Like, let me take that penguin out, but it won't let me... Oh, and then it locked it in. Whatever. Feed it. I think we're done no matter what. Talk to Nutley. Most Nutley approach. Captain? Been thinking a great deal over the last while. I want to thank you for speaking with me when you did. I needed that. Certainly made this expedition more difficult than it had right to be, though. Previous cowardice. Myself alone? Yeah, just leave me alone. No need to be. No need to be. I'm happy you've seen some sense. Not a single one of the crew has doubted you. I owe you a great debt. Other side of the world, I wonder if he's thinking of me. My mother and my sister, too. There's so much. Pauses for a moment before presenting you with an envelope. Captain? We're all gonna fail, Nutley. None of us are getting back on this playthrough. Take the letter. Thank you, Robin. I hope I won't need to deliver. Gives you a nod and makes his way back into his tent, and you make your way back. Now I'm demoralized. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe I lost this. Don't read it. I can't believe we lost. Can't believe it. It's not giving me enough options. Like I said, it's not giving me enough ways to build decorum back up. I've noticed something. What is that? Looking at some of the older photographs, a few of the dogs have grown quite a bit since you first landed. Like, if you overfeed people or overheat them early, you can get it up. Like, basically overfeeding is the only way to do it. Like, in a pinch. And I can't overfeed them now because I don't have the food. Like, can we eat the dogs? Like, we're literally talking about the dogs growing. Like, they're getting big. I haven't interviewed you yet. This might be one of the most interesting member of the crew. Not a member of the crew. There's no need to interview me. I disagree. That's so. Yeah, like, she's been, like, the dog handler, right? What did you do in dog handling? Why the accent? Why are you Lady Cordell? Do you recall the figure of speech regarding curiosity in the cat, yes? Dasha, I thought you were more of a dog person. It was a joke. I'm aware. I take it then you're not interested in answering my questions. Not in the slightest. Understood. Well, shit. Good while it was good while it lasted, but we can't even feed anybody, so we definitely lose. We're losing here. We're losing. Bummer, dude. I needed to spend more time gathering more food. I can't feed them what they want. I can't give them anything that they want. So we lose 20 decorum right there off the top. Right? Because I can't give them 40 food. So it's going to go 10. Yeah, and we lose. Damn it. I literally can't give them anything. I can't give them anything. Oop. Yeah, we lose. Bummer, dude. On week 28... It still goes through this though, even though your decorum ran out. They'll kill me. That's what's gonna happen. I'm assuming they'll kill me. What am I gonna do? It's week 28 out here. Got so close to the end. So close. But, like, there's no way we, like, I mean, look at this nonsense. Everybody's got frostbite. They're all gonna die. Like, maybe I should have let more people die earlier. Maybe I was being too kind. Reveal your fate. Oh my god. Frozen to death. The expedition tore itself apart. You can jump into an earlier point of this run through the save tree from the main menu. End your journey. Well, we lost. I mismanaged some things towards the end, probably from week, I want to say from week 17, from that big time jump on. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know if I could have changed much. I'll have to play around with it, and then I'll have to try and get back to this point, week 28, where we perished or whatever. End your journey. It was tough. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a stream. Thank you, everybody that's been watching. We will finish this game on 100% because I want to see how it finishes off. But yeah, I didn't get it on my first try, that's for sure. A little bit of mismanaging, but like I said, it's tricky because you have to keep feeding people, and yeah, everybody's sick and dying. And you lose 15 decorum every time someone dies. Well, that was fun. Oh, jeez. It's a great game. It just got really, really hard there at the end. Like, really tough. I was hoping the time skips would be further along. But yeah, it's all in a playlist, so, but like I said, we'll pick up at the, I'll restart, because you can go in and, like, I'm not going to restart right now, but you can go in and pick a week where you want to start over with exactly what you had, and I'll try and work my way back to this point in a better situation and try and finish the game off. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming through. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.